Okay, the mini place just passed here, but no clue what to expect from this. Hey, what's up, Van? Wow, you actually showed. Why do you sound so surprised? I ain't the type to accept an invite and then be a no-show. So you seem a little spaced out there for a minute. Something on your mind? Not really. I was just watching you do your thing. Seeing you from with that sword against all those white petals is pretty mesmerizing, I will admit it. Wow, it's not often I get a compliment from you, of all people. Just call him like I see him. Anyway, those are called lino flowers, right? I hear they bloom in Empire too. Yep, they are indigenous to the east, but they were taken abroad back in the Middle Ages. I hear there were some growing around here, so I decided to stop by. Seeing them in full bloom is a sign you don't want to miss. You ain't wrong there. This sure is a sign for sore eyes. Isn't a bad place to keep back and pop open some cold ones. That's actually what's often done at flower viewing parties in the east. It's easy to get swept up in the atmosphere with all this nature around. So, wanna fight? No. What? Boo. So, wanna fight to the death? Let me think. No. Damn it, I freaking knew this was the reason you called me out here. Why do you want to fight me so bad anyway? What makes you think I'd be a match against a divine blade? Oh, I don't think that at all. You'd be lucky to last 5 seconds against me as you are now. But as the dark blue Grendel, now that's another story entirely. Okay, I think I see what's going on. Our fight against the Crimson Grendel must have lit a fire in you, am I wrong? Nope, you hit the nail on the head. From the moment I laid eyes on it, I was itching to pull out my sword and go to town. And just when I thought my chances had arrived, boom, gone in a flash. I can't contain myself any longer. Guess that means running for the hill is off the table. Not like I could let you go back to Aramis in that state anyway. I'm glad you are so quick to understand. Now let's hurry up and get stuck. Sorry, but that ain't an option either. I can't go Grendel when my hollow mare isn't around. And she's been sleeping like a baby ever since the Genesis stopped functioning. Oh, well that sucks. What am I supposed to do now? I'm completely overstimulated and I don't have an opponent who can bear the brunt of my attack. Don't hit the panic button just yet. I have an idea, just need a quick change of venue. The Marking Garden. A battlefield with lino flowers and a full moon. I couldn't ask for a more perfect backdrop for a duel. The program must have used the area we were in, along with your fighting spirit as data. Anyhow, I think this should work. Ah. What good? Who? Keep in mind, I think this is just a digital recreation. I've been through the transformation enough time now that I can tell the difference. We only freed this place from the Garden Master, so this is kind of like exploring a book while things are still destabilized. I don't care about any of that, all that matters now is that I can have my fun. Fair warning, I can also get pretty damn fired up when I'm in this form. I won't be able to pump the brakes now that the engine going on. You have poked the beer, so get ready for a beat down. Oh, I'm more than ready for that, bring it on. Taking the initiative was the right call, but I think you were just a little too hasty. You need to give yourself enough room to predict how your opponent may counterattack. Shit, even with all the overpowered freaks I have fought with the Grendel up to now, she has them to all beat. The power of the Divine Blade is freaking unreal. And now you're letting your mind wander too much. A moment is all I need to break through your defense. Erase all thoughts on this fleeting mortal coil and focus only on the battle before you. Concentrate on me, concentrate on yourself, because in this world none exists except us. I can't keep up with her. It's taking all I have just to fend her off. What's the matter, Van? I've seen you fight opponents with more tenacity than this. That's more like it. Speed and power extraordinarily. Looks like he's finally unleashing his inner beast. A beast worthy of the name Devourer of Nightmares. However, it's going to take more than a mere beast to satisfy me. Can't keep up with her when I'm relying on my wits, and I play right into her hand when I act on instinct. Is there really nothing I can do? Wait, I got it! I'm both the nightmare and the beast that devours. I think some part of me was trying to hold back, but now I'm ready to come at you with everything I have. There it is, that's what I was after, the ultimate form hidden inside you. I suppose I have better respond in kind than spirit. It looks even more powerful than what we saw in Longley. You have been toying with me this whole time. Well, whatever, I won't let that stop me. What say we fight to the bitter end, Grendel? You're on Divine Blade of Silver. System error, system error. Data overload for unknown sources has been detected. System processing capacity exceeds. Initiative reboot to restore operating protocols. All users will now be disconnected. What? Not now! The market garden earlier awaits your next visit. They're like, no, not now. You guys were gonna see it one day. Back to reality. We were so close. Just when I finally found new heights to reach. Wanna go again? Nope. Figure, I'm not really in the mood anyway. Shane will come finish our duel, but I guess I'm satisfied for now. I can't remember the last time I got to use Akegarasu to its full potential. What's that? Is that the name of your sword or something? It goes by other name too, but I'm really not supposed to go into that. This stealth is made from the weapon of many hearted fighters. I bet I could have spruced it up nicely had I gotten my hand on the Grendel's armor. Probably would have been harder given that it's made of shards, but heck, knowing you, I'm sure you figure out a way to do it. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. Thanks a bunch, man. Yes, you really are something else. Well, I'm not exactly what you call a devoted martial artist, but I feel like I caught a glimpse of something new. Maybe it won't be so bad to do this again at some point. Really? Then let's go to another... Not now, I say at some point. Excellent work, princess. Same to you, I cried. Yep. Oh, food! Where do you come from? Hey there, looks like you got everything ready for us. Indeed, I just finished setting the table. Enjoy. Well, since we are here already, why don't we have a few drinks while we take in the view? Holy crap, this is delicious. Did Garugane guy make all of this? He sure did, isn't he great? He likes to cook when he isn't brushing up on his ninja skills. Although cooking may actually be part of his ninjutsu training. After all, poisoning food is at... now I lost my appetite. Anyway, I don't hear you talk about ninja stuff all that much, which strikes me as weird considering you are from Ikagura. This may surprise you to hear, but despite me being Ikagura's second in command, and despite learning the Black God One Blade style from my master, I'm not actually a shinobi myself. I play around with some of the practitioners of the Rogochu school, but that's about it. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Is that master of yours the one they call the Sword Hermit? That's right, and he just so happened to be an old friend of your master's. He was Ikagura's former chieftain, the Sword Hermit Yunka. What the heck? You can fight! How many skills do you have? How many techniques? I'm gonna see that guy. Where's my medication? I'm gonna see that guy when that guy appears. I don't know. He must be an Anguis. It must be an Anguis. He's too powerful. He's too powerful for him just to be a fight. In the West, he's better known as the founder of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade. Oh my god! It's the same. Is that right? So does that mean the Black God style is similar to the 8 Leaves? They are similar in some ways, but not so much in others. The Dark Blade style on the Black God School has 1,000 years of history behind it. 8 Leaf 1 Blade is more of a modified light blade style the master himself created using the Black God as a basis. Both aim to guide their practitioner along the path to enlightenment, but the roads we take and the means we use couldn't be more different. Since I train under the master himself, I have a pretty good understanding of how the two styles differ. Didn't realize there was so much to it. Now let me ask you a question of my own. Are you planning to stick with the Kunlu school until you master it? Or will you continue to pursue that hollow style of yours? To be honest, I'm not too interested in doing either. I've taken what I learned from N and incorporated it all into my own style. May have taken a roundabout path, but it's worked for me so far. That's a very you answer. That say the road you are walking is a thorny one. Instead of following anyone's school of disciple to the end, you are aiming for variety. You're basically scooping up little bits from all over. And while variety is the spice of life, there are limitations to overcome when trying to approach things from a great perspective. The path you're taking may turn out to be more than you can bear. Well, I can cross that bridge when I get there. Till then, I'm gonna stick to my way of doing things. And that involves helping people through first PGs, like the one you just put out. If the conditions are right, I just get out there and do it. I see, that's just the kind of person you are, huh? You're an interesting man, Van. One of these days, I'd like to introduce you to the matron and our chieftain. You had to reach the eastern end of the continent though. No one outside of the Black God and 8 Leaf School has ever done that. What? But there's a first for everything. You might be able to pull it off, assuming you can get a handle on that grand form of yours. Fly, what the hell? Why am I getting a bad vibes from this? Don't worry, your spiky little head. You know, I'm never bored when I'm around you. I'm always having all sorts of new experience, like when we nearly attained new heights a bit ago. I hope you and I continue being good friends. Yeah, won't mind that. Better friends than adversaries. Who say anything about us not becoming adversaries too? You know, just because you can read my mind doesn't mean you should.
We were almost there. Well, there's always next time, I suppose. You're now on the hook for showing me what lies beyond someday. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of each other in the future.